Raise your hand if you've ever felt like you're not doing enough, like every minute of your day needs to be optimized, maximized, and accounted for. You wake up early, hustle through long work hours, track every habit, and push yourself to be better, faster, more productive. But despite all this effort, you still feel like you're falling behind. Why? Because the finish line keeps moving. Hustle culture sells the illusion that if you just work harder, sleep smarter, and plan better, you'll finally have it all. But the truth is, you're not running towards success. You're running on a treadmill, chasing a mirage that will never materialize. And the worst part, society has convinced you that stopping to breathe is the same as giving up. But what if everything you've been told about success is wrong? Keep watching, because we're about to expose the lie that's been draining your energy and stealing your happiness. We've been tricked into believing that busyness equals success. Hustle culture glorifies exhaustion, making it seem like every waking hour should be spent working, improving, or grinding. The more packed your schedule, the more valuable you must be, right? But here's the catch. This mindset isn't about success, it's about control. Social media only makes it worse. You scroll through LinkedIn posts about 4 a.m. routines and Instagram reels of entrepreneurs preaching the no days off mentality, and suddenly your own efforts feel small. But this game was never designed for you to win. The more you push, the closer you get to burnout. And when you finally collapse, the system tells you it's your fault for not trying hard enough. The truth? You're not failing at life. You're failing a game that was rigged from the start. So if the game is broken, why are we still playing? Let's talk about the hidden cost of constantly trying to keep up. Think of your attention like money. You only have so much to spend each day, but hustle culture convinces you to waste it on things that drain you, not things that fulfill you. Every time you obsess over a passive-aggressive email, overanalyze a vague text, or spiral because someone online criticized your work, you're handing over your mental currency to something that won't pay you back. It's a scam, and you're the one footing the bill. Now, pause for a second and ask yourself, what's one thing you're overthinking right now that in 6 months won't matter at all? If you can already see how much unnecessary stress you're carrying, imagine how much lighter you'd feel if you stopped spending your energy on things that don't deserve it. But how do you break free from this cycle? It starts with unlearning the biggest lies hustle culture has sold you. Hustle culture thrives on 3 powerful lies, ones that keep you running in circles, afraid to slow down. The first lie: if you're not hustling, you're lazy. Society has turned rest into a guilty pleasure rather than a necessity. But here's the truth. Rest isn't a weakness, it's a revolution. Your brain and body need it to function, yet we glorify exhaustion as if burnout is some kind of trophy. The second lie: your value is measured by your productivity. You are not a machine. You are not a subscription service that needs to deliver results 24/7. Your worth isn't tied to how much you produce. It never was. And finally, the third lie: everyone is watching your every move. We hold ourselves back, afraid of judgment, but guess what? People are too busy worrying about their own insecurities to analyze yours. The fear of what others think is just an illusion. So if these lies are keeping you stuck, how do you break free? Let's talk about real strategies to detox from this mindset and reclaim your peace. Breaking free from hustle culture isn't just about working less, it's about reclaiming your mental space. The first step? A soul audit. Write down 3 things that genuinely make you feel alive. If a task, habit, or even a thought doesn't serve those, delete it like a spam email. Next, it's time for a boundary boot camp. Stop justifying yourself to people who wouldn't even pass an audition to be in your life. And remember, no is a full sentence. No emojis, no apologies. Then there's the 24-hour F-kit rule. When something stresses you out, ask yourself, will this matter in 24 hours? If not, mentally trash it. Finally, embrace good enough. Perfection is just procrastination in disguise, slowing you down while you wait for the impossible. Done is always better than perfect, so what happens when you stop chasing impossible standards and start living on your own terms? Let's talk about the ultimate payoff of quitting the grind. When you detox from hustle culture, you gain something priceless: freedom. Freedom from the pressure to keep up, with curated highlight reels. Freedom to stop comparing your real life to someone else's filtered version. When you stop caring about proving yourself to the world, you finally have time to live on your own terms, to write your own story instead of chasing someone else's script. And with that freedom comes unshakable confidence. The moment you stop begging for a seat at someone else's table, you realize something powerful. You were never just a guest. You own the whole restaurant. You set the rules. You decide what success looks like. But there's one last step to truly breaking free, taking action. So let's start your rebellion today. It's time to put this into action. Tonight, take one small but powerful step. Delete one app that feeds your anxiety. Maybe it's the endless scroll of LinkedIn hustle posts or the constant comparison trap of Instagram. Replace that time with something radical. 10 minutes of doing absolutely nothing. Just sit, breathe, and exist. Congratulations. You've just started your detox, because here's the truth. Hustle culture is a cult. It convinces you that exhaustion equals success, that your worth is tied to your workload, and that stopping means failing. But you don't have to play by those rules anymore. Walk out. Reclaim your time, your peace, your life. Your sanity will thank you.